Well, hello. My name is Cy Young, Reverend Cy Young. You could just call me Cy. I'm really glad you stopped in today. You should tell your friends about these too, because there's a lot of them and there are a lot of people at the Fountain of Raleigh who can give you this information. Today, my day and my turn to spend time with you. Let's get to it. So today we're talking from the book of Mark. 13 is the chapter, and it's where Jesus is talking about the future, your future, my future. Hear ye the word from Mark 13. I'll start with verse 9, and then I'm going to skip a little bit, but I just want to make sure that you get where I'm going. And when you get time, look at this verse, look at these verses for yourself. Mark 13, starting at the ninth verse. When these things begin to happen, watch out. You will be handed over to the local councils and beaten in the synagogues. You will stand trial before governors and kings because you are my followers. You will stand trial, but this will not be your opportunity. But this will be your opportunity to tell them about me. For the good news must be first preached to all nations. But when you are arrested and stand trial, don't worry in advance about what to say. Just say what God tells you at the time. For it is not you who will be speaking, but the Holy Spirit. Remember that. And everyone will hate you because you are my followers, but the one who endures to the end will be saved. The day is coming when you will see the sacrilegious object that causes desecration standing where he should not be. Pay attention. Then those in Judea must flee to the hills. A person out on the deck must not go down, and a person out in the field must not return to go get a coat. How terrible it would be for pregnant women and for nursing mothers in those days. And pray that your flight will not be in winter, for there will be greater anguish in those days than at any time since God created the world. And it will never be so great again. In fact, unless the Lord shortens the time of calamity, not a single person will survive. But for the sake of his chosen ones, he has shortened those days. I want to take a break for this. It sounds like Armageddon. It sounds like it's going to be bleak. Feels like if we don't do what we're supposed to do by faith, we could be in deep trouble. Is that what you want for your life? Is that what you want for the life of your family? I already know the answer. I know you don't. I know that you want to live and you want to have life eternally. It goes on to say, then if anyone tells you, look, here is the Messiah, or there he is, don't believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will rise up and perform signs and wonders so as to deceive, if possible, even God's chosen one, if they can. Watch out. I have warned you about this ahead of time. That's what Christ said to you about what's coming. Do you feel a quickening in your spirit? Do you feel like if you walk outside, if you pay attention to the news, if you go to the grocery store, if you go to the gas station, if you're at a restaurant, think about it. We have to mask up for everything. Think about that. Think about we have to distance for 6 feet. Not everybody's doing it, but we should. Don't you want to live? We didn't even get into the vaccination discussion. We'd be here all day. But know that this is the real deal. And the words are from Jesus Christ himself. He says, watch out. These times are coming. Later on, he says, after the sun will be darkened, the moon will give no light, and the stars will fall from the sky. I think we can do better. I think that you can avoid that by doing what we're supposed to do. So by your faith, follow Jesus' plan. Love one another. Pray. Don't break the rules. What are the rules? Even the 10 Commandments still stand. I hear this discussion all the time. But love God first. If you love God, then you love Christ. If you love Christ, then you love the Holy Spirit. Love. Not by choice. Love everybody. Love your friends who are straight, your friends who are gay, your friends. Yes, I said friends. Your people, your neighbor. You remember that one, love thy neighbor as thyself? On those two hang all the law and the prophets. Love. And it's hard right now. It's hard to love people. But that's the politics of it. There's no politics in love. So what we ought to do is turn over that leaf and try really hard. There's a quickening for being hard-hearted these days. But in your heart right now, I bet you feel love and warmth for somebody beyond yourself. So do this for me. Love. 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 I appreciate your time. I'll see you real soon. Have a great day.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.